Hi guys. Just getting my charging station going. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know where you guys are joining in from. I'm actually going to do a quick comment so you guys can know what we're making. We're making some roasted salmon and broccoli Caesar salad. I make homemade. Let's go. Nice to see you too, Simona. Come on, pin my comment. Sorry. Instagram with its. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that again. Paste. Come on. There you go, pin comment. So I'm making roasted salmon and broccoli Caesar salad. And let me know where you guys are joining in from, and let me know what you guys are making for dinner. What did you have for dinner? What are you doing for dinner? If you're cooking along, let me know. So first thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna show you guys how to make mayo. I know I've showed this before, but sometimes you guys ask me to show that every time I make it. So I figured, why not? I'm gonna be making it anyways. So I'm gonna show you. What you need is an immersion blender and a mason jar that the immersion blender fits in. So mine fits like perfectly in here. And what you're gonna do is, I'm gonna lower this so you guys can see. Well, that's my boobs. Okay, so you guys can see my process here. So we're gonna start out with putting in a fresh egg. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just an egg from the refrigerator. It doesn't need to be room temperature, none of that. And I have my cheat sheet for my recipes. And the recipe for the mayo and the Caesar salad are on my blog, and I did swipe up links in my stories earlier, so you can go a few stories back later and find the recipes. So just in case you're interested in making it, you want to make sure that the egg stays intact. Also, I have my oven on 400 preheating, and so first we'll make the mayo to cover this wild Alaskan sockeye salmon that I got at Costco. And there's 2 pieces in here, so I'm probably gonna make both. That way we have some for lunch as well. Mashed potatoes, stuffed mushrooms, salad, cabbage rolls. Ooh, yum, that sounds good. If you guys are just joining in, let me know where you guys are joining in from and what did you guys do for dinner, or what are you doing for dinner? Next we need 1 cup of light olive oil. I'm gonna take this off so I'm not like pouring this forever. I have like a 1/4 cup that I'm using. Just gonna pour my oil in next. And you want to be using a light oil, so like avocado oil. I've never tried it with grapeseed oil, but I like to use extra light, like the light olive oil, not extra virgin, because then that way, if you use extra virgin, it's gonna be bitter and gross. You don't wanna do that. So we got 1 cup there. This back in. So right now I'm just making the base. Yum. Oh, how was, Mila, how was the soup? Naked cod with steamed vegetables? Oh, naked cod, is it cod? Or are you trying to say cod? I was like, naked cod, okay. Pot roasted potatoes and carrots, that sounds really good. Oh, yay, I'm so happy to hear that, Mila. Okay, so we have 1 egg from the fridge and 1 cup of extra light olive oil. I'm going to add in, so you guys can see, good pinch of salt, and then half a lemon, which I'm actually just going to squeeze in here. Oh, thank you. I kind of am feeling under the weather. I think probably not getting enough sleep for the last 3 days. I was in Vegas on a girls trip, and I just came back and I'm just like, today felt like poop. So hopefully baked chicken and kale salad. Starting keto today, slowly, so I'm just drinking water. No wine for me. Had plenty of wine for the last month and a half. So, sorry, I'm just squeezing lemon just in case you guys are wondering. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm just gonna be cooking along. You want to make sure that you're not getting any of the lemon, not whatchamacallit. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to think today. This stuff, not the pith. What is it called? Like the insides of the lemon. You don't want any of that. So I'm going to use a spoon to get rid of any of that. And like I said, the recipe for the mayo is on my blog. I'll do a swipe up probably again after the live, but I did it earlier today, so you guys had the recipe available if you're cooking along. If you guys are cooking along, let me know. The pulp, thank you. Aw, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. You know what? I think my favorite restaurant was Kumi Sushi. Okay, so I'm pouring in the lemon. We got lemon. We got I'm gonna grab an apron really quick. So I got the lemon, the extra light olive oil, 1 egg, and salt. The next thing I need is Dijon mustard, but I'm out of Dijon mustard. So I'm just going to use this garlic aioli mustard from Trader Joe's. I love this stuff, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna put my apron on. That way I can have my towel on. Eating dinner, watching you. Aw, thanks Tracy. What are you having for dinner? Okay. Okay, mustard. So I need 1 tablespoon of mustard. And this is half. Okay, got the mustard in, we got everything in. So now I'm going to put my immersion blender over the egg yolk. And then that's going to stay there for about 10 seconds before I move it anywhere up. So you'll see it emulsifying like right in front of your eyes. So I'm just gonna do high speed. And just let this do its thing. So see how it's emulsifying. So about 10 seconds has passed. Now I'm gonna slowly rise this up. And you'll see how this is forming into mayonnaise. So this is going to be the base for my Cesar dressing. There you go. You got mayo. Let's taste this. Okay, needs a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to add any because there's going to be enough salt in the anchovies that I'm going to be adding in the Cesar dressing. So since this is my base, and I'll use this for sandwiches or whatever, and then I'll need this for the salmon, and that's going to get dressed as well. Release this. Let this come out. So this does not work for toom. You need a food processor for toom. I just had somebody say that they used the Vitamix and it failed. So when you're emulsifying something that needs to be like streamed in, because this blade is so tiny, you need to, for the garlic sauce, you need the bigger blade to emulsify correctly. And chop the garlic up at first. So I would say don't use it with this. Oh, Yeah, I mean, you should try, if you haven't made mayo before from scratch, I mean, gosh, that was so simple and it tastes delicious. And this lasts for weeks in the fridge. I mean, I'll use like a good chunk today, so I think it's really good, personally. I'm gonna get another, let's see, we'll use this to make the sauce, well, the Caesar dressing. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with adding a couple spoonfuls, let's say for like maybe half a cup of mayo. And I wanna have a little extra, so maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's half a cup. Half a cup of mayo. You can totally do store-bought mayo, you don't have to make that. Yeah. And then we're gonna add 1 clove of garlic. You can totally do more than that if you want. I'm gonna taste it, and if I feel like we need more, I'll add more. I like to, this garlic sucks. I like to just start kind of more simple and then add things in as I go. So, hi guys. For those of you guys just joining in, let me know where you guys are joining in from. And what did you guys do for dinner? You know the jingle. What's my favorite store-bought mayo? You know what? I haven't bought store-bought mayo in years, but I used to only buy Best Foods. That was my favorite. Aw, love you too. You have lobster. Good girl. Look at you. All right, then I'm gonna add half a lemon. And I'm just gonna use my hand to catch any goulash. Yum, I haven't had goulash in so long. Ooh, that sounds good. The romesco sauce on spaghetti squash, yummy. So I'm gonna take my hand and I'm gonna kind of keep like my fingers semi-open to catch any of the seeds from the lemon. So I'm gonna add in the lemon, and I'll see if I'll need more when we'll see the consistency of the mayo, or I guess the dressing. And like I said, the recipe for the dressing and mayo is on my blog. And I did swipe up links to the blog posts earlier today, so if you go back on my stories. Oh, I'm so happy the miso soup was a hit. I'm gonna add some more mustard in here. Add about a tablespoon in there. I'm gonna add some anchovies. You can do anchovy paste or anchovies. And I love a super anchovy. Ooh, that sounds good. Wild rice and spinach salad with baked fish. Well, we're having baked fish tonight too, Angela. Oh, I always do that. I always have like anchovy oil in there. That's fine. So I'm gonna put probably most of this jar or most of this can of anchovies. Maybe half. We'll start with half, because I will just eat the anchovies like that. Yeah, that's about half. That's good. I'm gonna go wash my hands. And like I said previously, I have my oven set at 400 degrees. And so we're gonna be baking the salmon and we're gonna be baking the broccoli. So I have a couple heads of broccoli that needed to be used up. So we're gonna be using that as part of the salad, just because I needed to have something. I love anchovies too. So now I'm gonna grate in some Parmesan cheese, and I am a big believer in buying a block of cheese instead of having grated cheese. Like mozzarella, that's one thing, like I'll have that for quickness, but I always buy like good, it has to say Parmesan Reggiano. I tend to buy mine either at Trader Joe's or Fred Meyer, and I mean, this is like $8, but this lasts so much longer and doesn't smell like feet. It smells amazing. So I'm just gonna grate in Parmesan cheese, and I'm gonna blend this all with the little immersion blender as well. And I call for, let's see. Well, I forgot to write down how much. Thank you. I literally like put on a little bit of makeup because I look like death and like feeling a little under the weather, but I was like, I'm not canceling on you guys. I said I was gonna be on, so I'm on. So if I'm gonna be coughing, you guys will, you know, sorry. Hopefully my family will be okay. Alexa, resume music on kitchen. I don't know why she stopped playing the music I was playing. And I like my Cesar dressing more cheesy, so we're being cheesy. Now add like a pinch of salt, and I have a feeling we're probably gonna need more lemon, or maybe I'll add a little bit of water in there to dilute it a little bit. So now we're just gonna be, oh, thank you. So I have the recipe for the Cesar dressing on my blog, and I'll do a swipe up link again. But basically I added half a cup of homemade mayo, half a lemon, 1 garlic clove, half a tin of anchovies, or you can do anchovy paste, 1 tablespoon of this garlic aioli mustard, or you can do Dijon because I didn't have any Dijon, pinch of salt, and Parmesan cheese. So that's it, folks. It's not hard to make Cesar dressing. So I'm just gonna blend this up, and then we'll see if we need any extra lemon or any other flavors. Just make sure you get everything processed really well. Okay, needs more lemon and more garlic. Faux show. So another garlic clove. Aw, I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, I'm using whole anchovies. You could totally use anchovy paste. My recipe calls for anchovy paste, which is basically anchovies like blended up. So, and I just whenever I'm like at Trader Joe's, or I think I got these at Safeway because they were on sale, and I just buy these. I always have them on hand for dressings. I can do, Deanna, I'll do a swipe up link for this immersion blender. I love it. I think it's like 30 bucks, and the previous one I had like was still fine. I just wanted a cute pink one. So I'll do a swipe up link for it after this so you can see mine. Do you ever get a chunk in there? What do you mean? The anchovies? Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, Drew. I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon because I like it lemony, and I mean, I would even add the whole, if I was just eating this, I literally would add the whole thing of anchovies. So I might add a little bit of the anchovy oil. And for good measure, we'll add 2 more anchovies because I'm the chef and I said so. Yeah, no, with the immersion blender, like it blends everything, so you're not gonna get any chunks. Like, I mean, I can personally eat the anchovies straight up out of the can, so I don't. No, so if you blend this really well, it shouldn't. You don't even really taste it, just adds like a good salty umami flavor. So I would not be scared of anchovies. Just making sure it's blended really well and you're not even gonna taste it. So let's see. Okay, need a tiny bit more salt, and I can just use And I know I'm licking my fingers. It's fine. I'm cooking for my family. And I don't care. Oh, yay. They do, but I think, I mean, the bones are so tiny that they kind of melt away. So like I said, I mean, you don't really taste it. I mean, I put almost the whole container of anchovy. If you're really not into anchovies, don't put them in, but I think it just adds like a nice umami flavor, meaning like that, like, what is that kind of flavor? So it's not very fishy or anything. So like, don't be scared. Try it once, put half of the amount if you're really like intimidated by it. And if, you know, I have a feeling you'll like it. I feel like I need more lemon. I'm just gonna literally lick this. That's so good. Now it's like nice and garlicky. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more lemon and tiny bit more salt, and then I'll just blend it with my spoon. I'll put the rest of this lemon. And I might chop up some dill in there because I have some, and because we're adding dill into the salmon. Add a little bit more salt and just blend it. Yeah, start with the paste. I mean, it's not, and the paste comes like in a tube, and you can get that like Fred Meyer and Safeway, any kind of stores like that. Okay, that's really good. I mean, maybe we'll just add a little bit more cheese, because why not? You gotta be cheesy like that, right? So just grating in the cheese. And we'll add a little bit more cheese after into the Caesar salad as well. Hi, babe. And then the rest is going to be super easy to do. We're just going to make a quick sauce for the salmon. And then I'm going to toss the broccoli with some olive oil, some sea salt, and then we'll finish it off with a little bit of lemon juice. That's so good. I'm just gonna add in some dill. I know dill doesn't usually go in there, but I'm the boss, and I say add dill if you want to add dill. What's the big deal? You know? I know. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm just gonna finely chop my dill to add into my Caesar dressing. Not your usual thing, you know. I know. I'm such a dork. Hey babe, can you make Alexa play music because she's not being cool? Baby. Because it was playing music and then she stopped. Like she's being so, I think because you have some, why? She was playing music. I told her. Yeah, so can you resume the music on Spotify for me, please?
Alexa, resume music on kitchen.
Is it playing now? You guys like my sparkle twinkle toast? I feel like I need a little bit more mustard. It's missing a little kick. And this, I mean, I give you guys the base for the salad, for the dressing, and you can totally make it your own, you know. If you don't have Dijon mustard and you have other mustard, just don't use yellow mustard. Please, like, no. That's a big no. Like, if you have a Trader Joe's and you haven't tried this, oh, that's awesome. If you haven't tried this garlic aioli mustard, it's not as like mustardy, but it's one of my favorite mustards and I always have it on hand. Okay. Oh, that's good. Caesar dressing, done. Mayo, done. Okay, now let's clean up a little bit. I like to have a nice clean surface when I'm working. Just wipe this down. Get rid of that. And now I'm gonna chop up, let's make the dressing. I'm gonna chop up some dill for my salmon. Actually, let's take the salmon out so I can pat it dry and do all that. So I bought some wild sockeye salmon from Costco. You don't like cheese? Hi guys. So this one was $25.57 for like 2 pieces of salmon, and I think I'm gonna just do both of them because I want to be able to have stuff for lunch for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna open up this package. This is from Costco, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Probably did, but I'm getting sick, so I'm like, my head is a little iffy. So I'm just gonna take off the plastic. Out of the way. I'm gonna pat dry my salmon, and I totally didn't realize that we didn't have any foil, so I guess I'll be using parchment paper for baking today. I'm gonna get that. Is going for the salmon. I'm gonna get my parchment paper out. Measure out. I would say for fish, it's best to use foil, but since I didn't have any, I guess I ran out. We'll be using parchment paper because that's what I have. Not a big deal. So, got that ready. Let's get the salmon, pat it dry. And I'm gonna check for bones, make sure that it's deboned. So you wanna make sure the whole thing is patted dry before you put it on your parchment paper or foil. I'll just flip this guy over onto my parchment paper, pat it dry. Don't rub it, just pat it dry. Make sure it fits nicely because I'm going to put both of them on here. No, I don't wash it. Sometimes I do, like if it feels at all weird. Do you ever consider doing a demo how to fillet and debone a fish? You know, I'm not that great at it, so I don't want to butcher it. I just like to buy it already done for me, personally. But how I check for bones, if you go, so see how, let's see, I'll move this down. So see how the, like the salmon's going this way, like the lines. I always just run my finger along like the bone line, back and forth gently. And you will feel the bones, and you can just pick that out with a tweezers. Like I just use tweezers, clean my tweezers that I use for my eyebrows. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Just kind of, even if you just go like this, back and forth, you'll be able to feel the bones if they're there. So I have no bones, which is great. Move this over a little bit. And now let's make the sauce that we're gonna use to cook the salmon with to treat the salmon. Okay. I'm gonna get the mayo we made, the bone line. I mean, I think you could probably YouTube. There's people who are way better at that. I've done it before. I'm not like great at it, but you know, probably just watch our YouTube channel how to debone a fish, or I mean fillet of fish. So I just put in like a couple spoonfuls of mayo. Probably need more, maybe, we'll see. And I'm gonna grate in a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna use my microplane. And I'm gonna chop up some dill. And then we're gonna slather our, you guys are like checking out my boobs here, sorry. Ah. Aw, thank you, Liana, you're so sweet. Okay. Gonna take off the, I call it the butt of the garlic, or whatever, the stem of the garlic. And I'm just gonna grate this in using my microplane. Thanks, Alexandra. That's gonna be good. And it only takes 15 minutes to bake. So, and the salmon and the broccoli will bake together because it bakes at the same temperature. I have my oven preheating at 400, and they'll both bake for about 15 minutes. Probably if you have larger salmon, maybe it take, 20 minutes, but my salmon's not very thick. We'll start with one. Do a little bit of salt. And then add some dill. I'm gonna chop. See, we're out of the way. Just make sure it's finely chopped. Put that in my bowl. Mix it up really good. You know what? I'm gonna be spontaneous. Let's add a little bit of mustard too. So I think it'll taste good. It'll kind of have. Hi, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I haven't made salmon this way, baked it with the mayo mixture in so long. And like I said before, you guys can totally use store-bought mayo, but if you've never tried homemade mayo, you're missing out. It's good. It's really good. Okay, I'm gonna taste this. Ooh, you know what I might want to add is some capers. Telling me, just improvising. Just gonna chop up some capers for that briny kind of taste. Not too much, maybe like a tablespoon-ish. I think it'll taste good. Thank you. Gotta be semi-pro here at the chopping. So just keep these guys together by small motions by putting your knife, like your hand here on your knife, on the tip of your knife, and moving in a fan motion. Trying to do this fast so we get everything done in an hour. And oh my gosh, I am so mad. Last week's miso soup live, the first video did not save, so I could not post that on my YouTube channel. So I'll have to remake it again when I made the shrimp and baby bok choy wonton miso soup last week. It turned out really good. So just mixing this in, add a little bit of the brine. Definitely more garlic. And yeah, more garlic. Can't go wrong. Homemade mayonnaise is the best. Made yours and I'm them. Yeah, it is so much cheaper and it just tastes amazing. I totally agree, Sarah. And if I missed your question, like if I wasn't looking, just tell me again so I can answer. Trying to not look up as much so I can get everything done in an hour, plus hungry. And I know kids are hungry. Just making sure we get all the goodness out of there. A little bit more salt. Like you could totally use this as like a dipping sauce with like for French fries or something. That would be good. And I'm all out of lemon, so I would have added a little bit more lemon juice in there. Oh, it's like, where did my apron go? Okay, so let's lather our salmon. And I'm actually gonna leave a piece without anything because my stepson probably won't eat this. Just using the back of the spoon. And you want like a generous amount. You don't want it to be like too much because it'll be overpowering. Just the right amount would be great. But you don't want to see the salmon so just covering it because that kind of creates like a layer of flavor when it's baking. And it'll create like a nice crust. It's like the perfect amount. And no, I do not have this on my blog, the recipe. I'm just making it up. Well, yeah, definitely making it up as I go. But I know it's gonna be good and I need to add some more salmon recipes to my blog. So this might be one for the books. And look at what I'm gonna do because my stepson I know won't eat this, but he'll have barbecue sauce on his salmon. I'm just gonna put the barbecue sauce on here for him. And he'll have barbecue sauce on his piece. So nice and garlicky, be perfect for my kind of feeling a little cold coming on. Okay. I'm actually gonna pop this in the oven because I wanted to start cooking while I prep the broccoli. But it's gonna go in the same temperature. I'm gonna pop this in at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. And I'm gonna put this on the top shelf. And now let's get the broccoli ready. And I just have 2 heads of broccoli. Yeah, post Vegas. I didn't even like drink that crazy, which is good, you know. But I'm going back on keto as of today for at least the next 30 days, at least. Like, need to cleanse after all the drinking and fun and all the things. So I'm just getting, like, I have the florets are a little bit big for me, so I'm just gonna put my knife just where the stem is and then break apart the rest. Kind of want pieces probably, you know, like a bite size, because they're gonna shrink a little bit. And I'm gonna put that on parchment paper as well. I'm baking it on a baking tray. So I'm just gonna start adding these in. Some of the smaller bite size already, you don't need to cut them, but you know, nobody's ever gonna like take a huge bite like that. If you guys are just joining in, let me know where you guys are joining in from and what you guys do for dinner. Or what are you doing for dinner? If you're already done or are not done. And is anybody cooking along with me? I'm guessing not, because I haven't heard anybody like asking questions. I know I didn't give you guys enough time, but I didn't even know what I was gonna cook. And I was in Vegas until like 8:30 yesterday, so next week I'll let you guys know on Sunday what we're making on Monday, and you guys can totally cook along if you would like. So just cutting off the stems. And you could totally save this for making stock. Like put it in a Ziploc bag in a freezer. And and put like onion skins with whatever the onion leftovers, any kind of veggies, and you can totally make a stock out of that. So. Borscht, oh my gosh, I haven't had borscht in like since probably the summer when my mom made it. Yep, that was the last time I had it. I'm like totally craving shuba. If you're Russian, you know what that is. It's the herring under fur coat salad. It's like the Russian 7-layer dip. Grechka, oh my gosh, I haven't had grechka in so long either. Oh, you're making me crave all the Russian things. But now that I'm doing keto, I can't have grechka because that's a grain. Can't have it. Which means buckwheat, by the way. Steak with roasted carrot, beet, and feta on the side. Yum. I would have never thought about putting beets and steak together. Sounds good. I love beets. Okay. Almost done, guys, with the prep part. Now we're just gonna drizzle this with some olive oil. I'll just remove all my mess here. Okay. Bring this back here. Let's see. Chicken fajitas for dinner. Yummy. Oh, I love shuba. For sure, that is classic. Okay. So when you're roasting veggies, you don't want to overcrowd your vegetables because then they're not going to get like nice and roasted. And I'm going to just drizzle it with some olive oil and then massage in the olive oil. Can you guys see? Okay, you guys can see. Stopping and say hi. Oh, going back to family time. Oh, I miss you, Ida. Come hang out. You guys, I'm totally starting to feel my fever. Caesar salad? That's what you asked.
Yep, that was a big bowl. Like the big bowls. Tyler's on plate.
Huh? Tyler's own plate? No, we're gonna just do plates. Or no, I guess. Well, he needs a bowl too. He's gonna have salad. He's gonna try Caesar salad. Remember, he's trying new things. I put barbecue sauce on his. So just kind of massaging this in lightly to get the olive oil and salt in there. Really wish I had some lemon, but that's okay. It is what it is. Okay. Sorry, poor connection. I'm gonna pop this in on the bottom layer, but then I'll switch it out when the salmon is ready. So salmon has another 8 minutes and 15 seconds left. Let's start making the salad. And I just got romaine hearts. And no, I'm not afraid of whatever salmonella or whatever's happening with romaine, because if they're selling them in the stores already, I guess it's fine. We didn't die last time I had it, so, because I know people were like worried that whatever was happening with romaine lettuce, that we would get it, but we're all good. So I just cut off the end, like about this much, because that's gonna be bitter. You don't want to eat that. And then I am just gonna cut off lightly at the tips. The leafy green part. And now I'm just gonna, should I do like really finely? Or like bites about this big? Like an inch?
Sure.
Okay, we'll cut it about an inch. Okay, we're all good? Awesome. We're not gonna die? I mean, we didn't die last time, so. Nobody got sick or anything. Could you give me the pink bowl, please? Actually, give me the copper bowl, please, so I can mix. I'm just kind of breaking down the lettuce so you have like the leaves separated. You want to give me Tyler's, and I'll put, oh, actually, no, I'm just going to put the dressing. He's going to have it. We're just going to roll with the punches, you know? Do you think I need more? No, that's good. Okay, so the dressing that we made earlier. Oh, no, that's okay. Dressing we made earlier, we're just gonna dress this. I'm gonna do half and then check. I'm gonna toss this, and I'm not adding any croutons to the Caesar, but I will do some shaved Parmesan for sure, because that's keto approved. I like emojis, so it's fine. Okay, let's taste this. A little salt? I think a little salt. Where's my salt? I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Hair galore. I'm gonna take my peeler, and I'm gonna peel in some Parmesan cheese. That'd be like my bread, basically. Make it cheesy and delicious. eat like this whole bowl of salad right now. Taste it now, babe. Is that better?
Yeah.
Mmm. 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 A little extra cheese just for good measure. Okay, so salad's done. Salmon will be done in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then broccoli will be done in like 10 minutes. This one is from Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. You could totally buy Parmesan or Reggiano, like the more expensive stuff at like Whole Foods. You can buy it at Trader Joe's. Do not buy it at Costco. It is gross and it smells like sweaty, gross feet. I've bought it and I had to return it. It was disgusting. But you want like good crystallization in your Parmesan cheese. How this one has it. It's, here, let me shave a piece so you guys can see. Like you want it to break apart. If it stays, it breaks apart like very easily. And I don't ever buy like shaved, pre-shaved or pre-grated, God forbid, the stuff that they put on like at pizza places that's not refrigerated. No, that's gross. I would never eat that. So, I always buy a block of Parmesan cheese, have that on hand because I said so. I do, but this is already pre-washed, so that's good. Yeah, so I don't pre-wash my lettuce or anything before, like when I buy it, I will, if anything, wash it before I use it. So, and then you want to like put, like let's say you buy like a box of, you know, baby greens or whatever lettuce. I put a paper towel underneath and paper towel on top, and then that kind of helps it from getting all like yucky. But this like will stay fresh for probably a couple weeks after I've opened it, so it'll be fine. And I'll use that up for lunch tomorrow. So hopefully that helps. Now I'm just gonna like, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm all done. I'm gonna be like putting things away as you guys ask questions, if you have any. How's everybody doing? Like, are you guys good with me doing these lives once a week and keeping it up? Just gonna munch on salad. I have the salad dressing recipe on my blog, so if you guys need the mayo and the Caesar salad dressing, they're on my blog. No rosé today. I started keto today. And trust me, I needed it. Like, I'm feeling under the weather after rosé all day for 3.5 days with the girls. Aww. The dressing is on my blog already under Caesar salad. And I did a swipe up couple stories before I did a live, and I did like a screenshot of the recipes. Oh, no worries, Jeremy. Okay, salmon's done. I'm gonna move my broccoli up. And I'm gonna put my timer on 10 minutes because I feel like that'll be good. Let's check out the salmon. It's looking fabulous. Look at this. Aw, I'm so happy to hear that, Grace. I need more water. It smells so good. I feel like I need to like, oh, that's not on right. I'm gonna taste a little bite. Let's see. And taste the little, so you guys can see it's cooked through. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna just post the recipe for the salmon, and then that way you guys can have the recipe for the salmon because the base is for with my homemade mayo. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I like the addition of the capers. Really wish I had lemon, but whatever, that's fine. We'll live. Oh, that's so tasty. I don't have the recipe for this particular salmon, but I've been making it for years. So I'm gonna add it to my blog probably the next couple weeks. That's good. That's good. Okay. We got 8 minutes left on the stove, 15 minutes. And when you're making salmon, make a little extra because you could totally add that in with like scrambled eggs. You can add that in on like a sandwich. Make like a salmon with like homemade mayo, like kind of break it up, some capers, some dill, and put that like on a tuna melt kind of thing, or put it on toast, or put it in a salad, like versatile. Have it with a grain, like do like a grain bowl. So have it with rice, whatever. I got my salmon, it was Atlantic salmon from Costco, and it was like those two fillets were 25 bucks. So I usually buy my salmon at Costco. I've bought it at Walmart. They have like a really nice organic section actually. And I've been buying like my meat and fish. Like if I don't need a lot of it, I'll buy like a piece of salmon. Oh my gosh, we have 2 minutes remaining. You made it in 1 hour. I think I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like right now, really quick. But I do, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just show you guys in stories. So come back in stories and make sure you check out what it looks like. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. I really wish I got done in an hour, but better than not. So hope you guys have a good Monday, and I will see you guys next Monday. I'll let you know what I'm cooking on Sunday next week, so that way you guys can cook along if you feel like it. But thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. Love you, and have a good night. Make sure you check my stories for the final look of the salmon.